Hi, I'm Josh. This is my house. It's where I live. This is Eddie. Eddie doesn't have a house. Eddie is a homeless person. Before I started this project, I just assumed homeless people were all panhandlers. It turns out I was wrong about that. I thought homeless people were content. I thought homeless people didn't want to work. I thought surely homeless people had somewhere else to go other than a shelter. During this project, I found out that the stereotypes I held about the homeless community were pretty much totally unfounded. I started to see each individual not as a homeless person, but a person that just happened to be experiencing homelessness. I started my journey to understanding homelessness completely clueless. I had no idea what it even meant to be homeless. Thinking about the people enduring these realities made me really sad, but it also got me thinking, and eventually, with some immeasurable help from my academic advisor, I came up with an idea. Could being more information literate actually help end homelessness in the lives of people like Eddie? So you're thinking end homelessness? That's a bit lofty, right? The Oklahoma City Homeless Alliance is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to rallying the community to end homelessness in Oklahoma City. They seek to find better ways to help the homeless and make the system more efficient and caring. This is the Westtown Homeless Campus where the amazing people of the Homeless Alliance work. There are 2 buildings on campus, and if you'll follow me, I'll show you. The first building is the Homeless Resource Center. Lots of great people from agencies all over the city work in this building to help coordinate care for people experiencing homelessness. Over here is the day shelter that serves over 300 people each day. They provide breakfast, showers, art classes, reading groups, free internet, a dog kennel, and a library. This is the inside of the day shelter, and right in this office is where part 1 of my information literacy initiative took place. Starting in February 2014, I taught 18 one-on-one computer tutoring sessions to the guests of the day shelter. Each session lasted about an hour. I didn't want to teach a traditional computer class because the students would likely be at different skill levels. Plus, the homeless community is very fluid, so I didn't want to risk planning a class for 6 people, only to have no one show up. The students preferred this format too because they didn't have to sign up for a class. If they were at the shelter that day, great, they could get help. If not, no big deal. The one-on-one tutoring sessions allowed me to stand shoulder to shoulder with my students. It reduced anxiety and allowed for what I like to call relational instruction. 61% of my students were brand new computer users. 28% needed help connecting to social media like Facebook, and 11% needed help applying for jobs. One of the objectives for this program was to improve digital literacy so guests could search and apply for jobs, connect with family, or create email accounts. Also on the to-do list was to assemble a volunteer team and develop a curriculum. I resorted to the most informal assessment to measure student success. I simply asked them if they felt more confident. 100% of my students responded positively to this question, and 83% came back for more tutoring. I also developed their curriculum so incoming volunteers would have a guide to work one-on-one with students. This curriculum is loaded with objectives that students should be able to achieve after meeting with a tutor. 2 of the objectives were reached, but I still need computer literacy volunteers to make this program viable long-term. Follow me this way, and I'll tell you about part 2 of the information literacy program. Part 2 of the project was to rehabilitate the existing library in the day shelter. Students from OU's social work program put in the shelving and stocked it with books about a year ago, but it wasn't in great shape when I arrived. Some of the objectives for the library included expanding the library's holdings. We also wanted to create a system of management so new books could be processed and shelved. We also wanted to secure a library volunteer team to maintain a presence at the day shelter. 1,400 books were donated. To get all those books organized, I created 20 genres. After sorting, 1,100 new books made it to the library. All those books needed a place, and luckily, I had connections to make this happen. Of the 400 books already on the shelf, about 200 of them made the final cut, bringing the library's total holdings to about 1,300. That's an increase of over 500%. I also created a volunteer kit so new volunteers will feel comfortable working in the library. It contains all the essential supplies like tape, labels, and Sharpies. It also contains a few documents to help manage book donations, processing, scheduling, and auditing. Assessing the success of the library will be an ongoing process. For this project, the total number of books increased, a simple system for organizing materials was developed, and a team was assembled to perform routine maintenance on the library. Interested in volunteering to help with either of these projects and you live in the Oklahoma City area, I'd love to have you aboard. It only takes a few of us partnering together to make a lasting impact on the lives of people like Eddie.